What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. DLC tournament. Another week, 6 matches coming this week. So, quick refresher on the rules again. Somebody votes for Shadow. Thank you for the vote. I appreciate that. But quick refresher on the vote. So you only get one vote. The way to vote is down in the comments. Simply type the answer of one of the two characters that are in the matchup for the day. And today's matchup is Dixie Kong taking on Plusle Minun. Again, one vote. You just type the name down in the comments. Very simple. You can vote for both. Always been a rule. Always fine. You can do that. No problem. So there's also that. Let's see. It's also a double elimination tournament, meaning the character has to lose 2 times before being officially eliminated from this tournament. So you lose once, you drop to the loser bracket. If you lose from there, then you're done. And then if there's ever a tie in the voting, once we get to results, I will flip a coin on camera. Best and fairest way to break the tie. We've had to do it twice. Hopefully no more times, but you never know what might happen. But, yep, I will flip a coin. Easiest way to do it. And then each matchup, voting-wise, only stays open for just 1 week. That way we just keep getting results and the tournament keeps on rolling. And, yeah, we just keep on going until we end up getting a winner. So, with all that out of the way, let's go over the results from last Monday, which was Gino taking on Leon Kennedy, and this was another pretty close matchup. Gino's always, the past few games, Gino's name gets brought up so many times as a character a lot of people want, or people that, a lot of people speculate might happen. And now Leon is kind of Resident Evil in general, is getting the series name thrown around for potential rep in the Fighter Pass. It could happen. So, it was a close one. Check this out. Leon Kennedy ends up winning this one, 43 votes to 37. So it's only a 6-vote differential. So congrats to Leon. Leon's moving on in the winner's bracket. But again, if you're a fan of Gino, again, don't worry. He just drops to the loser bracket now. So he's got a little bit tougher time. If he loses again, then he's done. But so Leon gets to advance to the next round where he will face King Boo. But that's matchup like 111, and we're only at, 85? Yeah, so still a ways away. But let's jump to the loser bracket. And yes, we are in the loser bracket pretty much, I think, all week. Maybe even going into next week or something. But let's do this, shall we? Dixie Kong and Plusle Minun. 2 of the forbidden 7 characters from Brawl. Let's do this. Let's do this. Dixie Kong from the Donkey Kong series. Pretty much player 4. A lot of people, maybe player 3. One of the main 4 characters. A lot of people would say, like the faces of kind of, older school Donkey Kong, I guess, because it'd be Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, and then King K. Rool. Funky Kong is starting to come on a bit lately, so I still don't think he's quite up there, or I don't think Funky Kong is ahead of Dixie Kong if it were up to me to put characters in Smash. I always say this about Dixie Kong. It's kind of a shame that she's not in the roster at this point. This is still a Nintendo All-Star game. Sure, there's a lot of third party, but it's still a Nintendo All-Star game. And with the amount of characters that you still have on the roster, and then you look at a character like such as maybe Dixie Kong or Toad, or a variation of Toad from the Mario series that we don't have as a playable rep, seems kind of strange at this point. Like, all right, we have over 75 characters and we don't have a playable Dixie Kong. We don't have a playable Toad. That's a little weird. Just saying, it's a little weird. So, Dixie Kong, I feel like she's definitely earned her spot. She is one of the last true remaining Nintendo All-Stars. Not much more you can that I can really say. I mean, you want to break down the moveset a little bit. Of course, you could say that she could be an Echo Fighter, but we're going to say she's not an Echo Fighter, obviously, because if you weren't going to be in the Fighter Pass, it'd be pretty much straight up unique fighters, even though all the characters so far have had similar sort of moves to other characters that are already in the roster. So, Dixie Kong would definitely take some similarities from Diddy Kong's moveset. I mean, they're pretty much they're the same height, they're the same hitbox, they're pretty much, the same. I mean, look, Dixie Kong would have She's got her Diddy Kong has the peanut pop gun. Dixie Kong would have the bubble gum gun, so it'd kind of be the same thing. Maybe you could do a little bit of extra effect with the bubble gum. I don't know if do something else with that just to kind of tweak it a bit so it's not a direct copy paste from Diddy Kong. Of course, you've got her ponytail. You got to do that. You got to get her hovering around. Maybe that's her up B. Some people think it would be like a Congo, the bongo drums. It'd be like a little jetpack, kind of similar to Diddy Kong. But I'd say get the ponytail on there. Get it twirling behind her. Let her hover around, something like that. You got to do hair whips in there. I mean, you could do a lot just with the hair attacks, honestly. But there's a lot you can do with Dixie Kong. Her name is pretty known amongst Nintendo. Even casual Nintendo fans know who Dixie Kong is. And plus, female. There's always room for more females on the roster. So, yeah. Welcome addition in my book. Like I've said before and many times in the past, it's overdue. She deserves to be in the roster at this point. She deserves to be in the roster. I like her. A lot of other people like her. We'll see how well she ultimately does in this tournament, even though, again, this tournament is just for fun, but it's always cool to see people turn up for different sorts of characters in this tournament. So, yeah, Dixie Kong, I think, great character, would make a fantastic addition to the roster. And then we have her opponent, Plusle Minun, the Pika clone, Pika knockoff from Pokemon Generation 3. Basically, even though this is a picture, Pikachu, basically Plusle and Minun are two smaller, thinner versions of Pikachu. One's got the plus on his cheek. That's what that Pikachu is. One's got the minus. Plusle Minun. Get it? Yeah, very simple. So they'd be a very cool addition to the roster, I think. In terms of this, they would be a duo. And we really only have Ice Climbers that's a legitimate duo. I mean, is Duck Hunt really count as a duo? Or is it just kind of like, all right, the duck is just kind of there as, a part of the moves. I mean, look, for Ice Climbers, Nana, she does her own thing. Whatever Popo does, she's going to copy and do that. And plus, you need to, you got to rely on her for Ice Climbers, up B, the recovery move. I guess you kind of have to do the same thing with Duck Hunt, but, it'd be two actual characters that would be you're only controlling one, but you're ultimately controlling two with the Ice Climbers. I'm going way off track here. So what I'm saying is Plusle Minun would make a pretty cool addition in terms of a tag team, and I really think it's only the Ice Climbers that's the real duo. It'd be something that we don't have a lot of, honestly. There's only one true character that does this little duo tandem, so pretty cool. If they come from Pokemon, they are, if you're somewhat of a Pika clone, a Pika knockoff, kind of, so to speak, people are going to immediately go, oh, look, it's another Pikachu. I'd be okay with that. Casual fans would do that. So, and plus, if you had two of them teaming up, I think more people might go for that, and they'd like it. Plus, they come from Pokemon, so Pokemon's a pretty decent size, it's a pretty good franchise. People have heard about it, I believe. Maybe one or two people have. But, so also coming from Pokemon, it's very easy to come up with a moveset. Now, they would have probably some similarities to Pikachu, maybe like Thunder Shock, or maybe Quick Attack or something like that. But you could do stuff with like cool sort of double team moves in Pokemon for double battles. Maybe something like Helping Hand. I don't know. Maybe somehow buffs the attack or something. I don't know. You could come up with some good stuff from Pokemon moves to give Plusle Minun a moveset in Smash Ultimate. So I think they'd make a nice addition. But if we're going to talk Pokemon overall and in general, I really don't think they're high on a lot of people's list. They're not even really, I can't even say they're really on my list, if I'm going to be completely honest. If we just said, all right, top 50 characters, are Plusle and Minun on mine? No, I'll be honest, they're not on there. Even for Pokemon, they're probably not even in the top 20 Pokemon I'd want to see. They're probably not even in the top 100 Pokemon I want to see. But I guess you kind of understand which way I'm going to vote on this one. They'd make a cool addition because of the whole tag team thing. I like that, but I'm going to go Dixie Kong. I always say it. It's she deserves it at this point. It's a Nintendo All-Star, and she's one of the true last remaining Nintendo All-Stars. Get her in the roster. Put her in the game as a playable character. She's got my vote. Very easy in this one. So that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. So let's give a sneak peek for tomorrow. Let's see the matchup tomorrow. Game 86. Kamek from the Yoshi series taking on Sandbag, the smashiest character of all time. Man, could you imagine though if Sandbag were to actually be a part of the Fighter Pass? Be like, what the heck just happened? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. But that's the matchup tomorrow, and then the results are going to be from Captain Syrup and Jill Valentine. So back to Resident Evil, because Leon obviously won earlier today. So we'll get to see if Resident Evil ends up picking up another W tomorrow in that matchup. But I guess that is going to be it for this one. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Again, remember, just one vote per person. So with that being said, this one's over, and hopefully we got you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.